Right now, as we speak, Polyrizon Ltd, trading under the ticker symbol PLRZ, is commanding the market's attention, sitting at a live price of $6.24. This represents an absolute explosion in value, with the stock currently up approximately 97.4% on the day. We are witnessing one of those rare, high-velocity market events where a microcap stock doesn't just move, it erupts. The intraday action has been nothing short of chaotic and electrifying, with the price swinging from a low of around $5.85 to a high of $8.36 earlier in the session. To put this in perspective, the volume today has already surpassed 83 million shares. When you consider that the average daily volume for this company is typically a fraction of that, often sitting in the thousands, seeing tens of millions of shares change hands in a single session tells us that the entire float of this company is rotating multiple times over. This is not just a price increase, it is a total repricing event driven by a massive influx of liquidity and speculative interest. If you are watching the tape, the bid-ask spreads are widening and snapping back rapidly, a hallmark of a stock that is undergoing violent price discovery. When you see a stock nearly double in a single day, the immediate expectation is that they must have cured a major disease or signed a deal with a massive conglomerate. The expectation is that the fundamental business has changed overnight. However, the reality of this move is far more nuanced and, quite frankly, more interesting for an analytical mind. The catalyst here isn't a buyout or a sudden revenue windfall, it is a manufacturing milestone. The gap between the market's euphoric reaction, treating this like a winning lottery ticket, and the actual news, which is a technical step forward in production capability, creates a fascinating tension. The market is effectively pricing in the future success of a product that hasn't even started its major clinical trials for 2026 yet. This disconnection between the immediate price surge and the long-term timeline of the business is where the opportunity and the danger lie. Most investors see the green percentage and assume safety. The smart money looks at the volume and wonders if this is a liquidity exit for trapped holders or a genuine entry for institutional capital. We are going to take apart this movement piece by piece to understand if this is a sustainable trend or a classic biotech flare-up. Let's look at what actually triggered this frenzy. Polyrizon announced today that they have successfully completed a manufacturing upscaling milestone for their proprietary nasal spray platform, specifically for their PL14 formulation. In plain English, they have proven they can move from making small batches in a lab to making larger, controlled batches that meet regulatory standards. While this sounds like boring supply chain news, in the biotech world, it is a critical gatekeeper. You can have the best chemical formula in the world, but if you cannot manufacture it consistently at scale, you do not have a company. You just have a science experiment. This announcement validates their capture and contain technology is not just theoretical, but producible. The market is reacting so violently because this removes a significant layer of execution risk. Investors who were on the sidelines, worried that the technology might never leave the petri dish, are now rushing in. However, we have to temper this excitement with the reality that manufacturing readiness is not the same as commercial approval. We are still looking at a timeline where clinical trials are expected to commence in 2026. That is a long wait for revenue, and today's price action is trying to compress years of potential progress into a single trading session. To understand the mechanics of trading stocks like PLRZ, especially when compared to blue-chip giants, is crucial. When you trade Tesla stock or Apple stock, you are swimming in a deep ocean of liquidity where $1 million barely moves the needle. With a stock like Polyrizon, which has a relatively small market capitalization, sitting around $6 to $7 million even after this pump, A surge in volume creates a vacuum effect. The buying pressure overwhelms the available sellers, forcing market makers to mark the price up rapidly to find liquidity. This is very different from the slow, steady compounding you might find with Fidelity mutual funds or when using Schwab Intelligent Portfolios. In those scenarios, you are betting on long-term economic growth. Here, you are trading raw volatility and sentiment. This is the Wild West of the market, similar to the early days of crypto on the Robinhood app, where momentum begets momentum. The danger, of course, is that when the music stops and the volume dries up, the liquidity vacuum works in reverse and prices can gap down just as quickly as they gapped up. Let's talk about the business itself, because underneath this volatility is a unique technology. Polyrizon specializes in biological masks. Most biotech companies are trying to pump your body full of drugs to fight a virus or an allergic reaction after it happens. Polyrizon is taking a different approach with their capture and contain platform. They are creating hydrogels delivered via nasal spray that form a thin, invisible barrier in your nasal cavity. Think of it as a shield. If you spray this into your nose, the idea is that it traps allergens, viruses, or fungi before they can touch your nasal mucosa and trigger a reaction. It's a mechanical intervention rather than a purely pharmacological one. This is a brilliant concept because it theoretically bypasses some of the side effects associated with steroids or antihistamines. If you can simply block the pollen from touching the cell, you don't need to drug the cell. Their lead candidate, PL14, acts as this barrier for allergens. The upscaling news today means they can make enough of this hydrogel to run proper trials. It's a "why didn't I think of that" kind of product, which is often the most sticky narrative for retail investors. The psychology of the investor here is fascinating. You have people looking for the next big breakout, scouring investing sites or using tools like SoFi Invest to find anything with a small market cap and a good story. When a ticker like PLRZ hits the scanners with 100% gains, the fear of missing out kicks in instantly. But you have to ask yourself, who is selling 83 million shares to these buyers? In many cases, when a company with a small market cap sees this kind of volume, it can sometimes precede a capital raise. Biotech companies are cash-hungry beasts. They burn money to fund trials. Polyrizon is a development stage company, which is a polite way of saying they spend money but don't make much of it yet. Their financials, historically, show a pattern typical of this stage: net losses and a constant need for funding. When the stock price is high and liquidity is abundant, it is the most rational time for a company to issue new shares to raise capital. Smart investors using interactive brokers' trading platforms or monitoring filings know to watch out for secondary offerings after a massive spike like this. If they raise cash, it dilutes the current shareholders, often sending the stock price back down. This brings us to the sector context. The nasal delivery space is heating up. We've seen a shift in preference away from injections and pills towards non-invasive delivery methods. Whether it's vaccines or allergy treatments, the nose is the new frontier. This macro trend provides a tailwind for Polyrizon. Even if PLRZ is a small player, they are swimming in the right current. If you look at the broader market, even major players tracked by Fidelity ETFs are looking for novel delivery mechanisms. The fact that Polyrizon's gel can potentially be used to deliver other drugs, not just act as a barrier, adds a layer of platform value to the stock. They're not just selling a nose spray, they are selling a delivery system that could theoretically be licensed to big pharma. This platform potential is likely what is fueling the more sophisticated part of today's rally. It's not just about PL14, it's about the proof of concept for the underlying hydrogel technology. Now I want to pause and get your take on this, because this technology is something we can all relate to. Comment below how many shares of Polyrizon you currently hold, or more importantly, let me know if you would actually use a biological mask nasal spray instead of taking allergy pills. I am genuinely curious if the consumer market is ready to spray gel in their nose daily versus just popping a pill. I am genuinely curious if the consumer market is ready for this. Let's shift gears to the financials again, because we cannot ignore the numbers. Before this surge, the stock was languishing. The 52-week range shows a low of $2.88, which means at today's highs, we are looking at a multi-bagger recovery. However, the company has a history of operating losses. The most recent earnings data, or rather, the lack of profitable earnings, reminds us that this is a speculative vehicle. You are not buying cash flow here. You are buying a lottery ticket on FDA approval. The reality we discussed earlier